You need to get him one of those little neck fans.
Right.
That just wraps around.
And like a...
Oh, except for have to clip his beard up.
Oh, yeah, that thing would get sucked right in.
Oh my gosh, couldn't even... Or just imagine
that sound effect.
Imagine he has it in a little side pony bun so it stays out of the fan. And the people there are like, what is this guy doing?
Oh my God. He's like, hold on, do you have a ponytail or like a hairband I can borrow?
Let me put my pony in before I turn my neck fan on so I don't die in your attic.
And they look at him, they're like, for what? Because he's bald.
What?
Hey there. Welcome to Parties to Playdates. I'm Kendall.
And I'm Jess. We're here to fill your day with warmth and laughter.
Join us as we navigate the chaos and joy of everyday life.
We're all about sharing real life moments with a dash of humor and practical tips.
So grab your coffee and settle in for a cozy chat.
Because here, every moment is a story worth sharing.
No topic is off limit.
And every listener is a friend.
Let's get this party started.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing, Kendall?
We're both so tired.
We really are. It's been a long couple of weeks, I feel like. I just need to sleep for a long, long time.
I know. I woke up this morning and I looked at Ryan and I was like, why is there not more hours in the day?
I know.
Just to sleep.
I know. I feel like I've been trying really hard to go to bed at a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And
which is what for you?
Like 9 or 10.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Sometimes I'll get into bed and I'll be tired, falling asleep on the couch at 9, and then I'll go to my bed and then I'll lay there for an hour trying to fall asleep. And then I'll sleep for 4 hours straight and then I'll just wake up all like,
your body's ready.
It's time to go. And it's 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, what? I don't want to be awake right now. It's so dumb.
Oh, man.
I don't know what's waking me up. I don't think anything is waking me up. Maybe I'm drinking too much water.
Do you have to go potty every time you wake up?
Well, I do, just because I'm like, I might as well eliminate one thing that could wake me up again.
That's true.
And I don't even turn any lights on. I just stumble in the darkness.
Same.
And I don't even flush because I don't want to make extra
noise. No, we don't flush
noise.
either. That's so funny because every time I go to the bathroom like 2 or 3 times a night, and I wish there was a camera in our bedroom or our bathroom because I do turn the light on like in our, I call it a toilet room.
Yeah.
Ryan says it's called a water closet.
Oh.
I didn't know. Like,
I feel like either of those is an acceptable term.
I was like, yeah, I was in the toilet room. He's like, you mean the water closet? I'm like, what the hell is that? He says that's the term for like if the toilet's in its own separate room in the bathroom. But whatever.
Well,
anyway, I turn the light on in there so I can see what I'm doing. And then when I turn it off, I'm like this walking through.
Yeah, because you're like blinded.
Because I don't know. Because we have another door that I could easily walk into. And then I also don't see our bed.
Yeah.
And we have a bed frame now. So I'm like trying to feel for everything. And I also have to shuffle my feet because Maggie sometimes sleeps on the floor somewhere. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm just going to eat shit.
I really do just want to see this video. It's so funny. I love it. Well, what did they say or do this week?
Mavi has been doing some great swimming.
Ooh.
I know. So I don't think we're going to put him in swim lessons. I think we're just going to do it ourselves. Just because, I don't know, I think we're just going to do it ourselves. Because honestly, he's a really good...
A lot of people do that.
Yeah.
It's like if he learns how to swim, he learns how to swim.
Yeah. And I mean, we're not desperate for him to start swimming right now. We don't have a pool in the backyard, so it's not like it's a big safety hazard or anything. But... And he wears his little floaties, which everyone's like, oh my gosh, you should really not wear those. It's easier for him to learn how to swim. I'm like, I don't care. He's happy with it right now, and he can go do whatever he wants, and we don't have to really, really, really worry.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's fine. But we were at his grandparents' on Sunday in Destin, and it was such a beautiful day. They had a shrimp boil. They did fried fish stuff, and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
And because his cousin was in town from California visiting, so we all wanted to get together.
Oh, fun.
And everyone wanted to go in the pool, and I was like, I really don't want to go. Ryan's like, fine, I'll bring my trunks. I'll go in with him. Luckily, like 5 other people were like, oh, we're swimming if Maverick's swimming. I'm like, oh, thank you. So I just sat there and watched. But one of them, his cousin who was here, she was like, can I take his like floaty off and try and teach him how to swim? I think he's going to do it quickly because he's so good in the water.
Yeah.
He's already kicking and he's doing the arm motions and everything. And I was like, yeah, totally. And Ryan was in the water. I was like, go for it. And she took it off, and her parents, his uncle, and Ryan, there was 5 adults, and they were all in the water cheering him on. And he would go under and literally try and swim a little bit. And he'd come up and go, and then clap. And he was so good. And he was doing such a good job. And he wasn't scared. He wasn't opening his mouth or his eyes. He came up and it was just his hair in his face. But other than that, he was doing such a good job.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he was loving it. He was so...
Well, and he's still so little. It's like the sooner they learn, it's muscle memory then. It's not even, I know how to swim. It's, I've always known how to swim.
Right.
Kind of thing. So that's awesome.
Yeah, it was great. And then I had this one other story, which I don't even know you'll find funny. I could not stop laughing. It was like, I even looked at Maverick and I was like, I haven't laughed this hard in such a long time.
Yeah.
We were at a birthday party on Saturday and it was at the park where we all were going to walk to the splash pad after. And of course, Maverick and his friends, there was 3 of them that got away from the birthday party and they were running towards the park and the splash pad. And mind you, whenever Maverick sees a puddle or water, anything, he's in it. Doesn't matter.
Let's go.
Yes, and he's fully clothed, which I don't care. And lays down in this puddle of water face first. Literally face first. Puts his whole face in it.
His face and everything?
Everything. And I'm like, Maverick, get up. That's so gross. And he sits up and his hair is the most perfect vampire point in the front because it's all just wet and he's soaking wet and he has these little sandals on, the 2 strap and then the strap in the back.
Yeah.
And they were all wet and so he was trying to run away from me and one of his feet slid through the sandal and he literally he was running on his bare foot
with the sandal on the back.
Oh my god. Part. He looked like a straight up hobo. And I couldn't stop laughing, and everyone was like, "Oh my god!"
Oh my gosh, that's amazing!
And he thought it was the funniest thing. And his freaking foot just looked like he blew through his old homeless man's shoes. I couldn't stop laughing. I thought it was the funniest thing.
It's so good.
Yeah, he was cracking me up this week. What about you?
Well, this is actually a ridiculous story about myself.
I love it. Bring it on.
A few weeks ago, I was dressed up and we were out somewhere and I was in a rush and I was like, I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right there. And so I went into the bathroom and in the stall where the toilet paper holders were, the bottoms of them were like shoulder level.
They're high.
They were very high on the wall. And so I'm like hurrying and I'm in the middle of peeing. I'm like, I'm going to grab the tissue so I'm ready to go. So I pull the thing to grab the tissue. And as I pulled the tissue, the cover on the toilet paper thing slams open and hits me in the head. And I go, ha! And as I go, ha! Pee comes out of the toilet.
Oh, no.
Pee all down onto my shoe, like down my leg. And I'm like... So then I'm like quickly trying to get more toilet paper and dry off my leg and my hand and all the things. Thankfully, I was wearing a skirt, so everything was like up instead of down, or it would have been terrible. And then I get out in the bathroom and I'm like washing my hands and then washing my leg and trying to get all the pee out of my shoe. Thankfully, they were a patent leather, kind of didn't absorb anything, which is great, but I feel like such an idiot.
Don't feel like an idiot. That's funny.
I was like, oh my gosh, why is this happening? I just need to get back.
Was anybody else in the bathroom?
No, I was all by myself. Or it would have been.
I'd have been like, are you okay?
I know. I'm pretty sure I said, oh. And then I apparently jumped because the pee came out of the toilet.
So funny. See, I know it's so illegal to have, it's so bad and illegal to have video cameras in bathrooms, but things like that would be so freaking funny.
Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine the craziness that they would pick up on. So yeah, just, I don't know, stay safe out there, guys.
Literally. Oh my gosh.
Well, speaking of not having enough time for things and being exhausted, today we're going to talk about all the things we wish we could spring clean
and organize.
Guys, this is an episode where we talk about our hopes and dreams as someday reaching something that we want, an organized home. Yeah.
Yes, because we are not those people.
We really aren't. Last night, as I was sitting at the dinner table that was more covered with just random things, I like move stuff out of the way to make a place for my plate. And I'm looking around and I'm like, what is all this stuff? And it's just like a box that needs to go to the trash, but somehow my kids have thrown some of their clothes in it, and supplements that Andrew's bought, or protein mix, and mail that I need to deal with, all sorts of random stuff that's littering the top of the table. And I'm like, why is this so hard to keep this crap put away.
It is hard.
I don't know. I don't know what the solution is, but
It is hard. If it was me, I would throw everything away.
yeah.
And that's just me. And Ryan hates it because I'm like, oh, let's just throw it all away. He's like, oh my gosh, and buy new. I'm like, no, we haven't touched it. Throw it away. So he had to actually organize the garage, which it looks amazing now. Oh my gosh, it's so fantastic. I can park in the garage and the golf cart parks in the garage.
That's impressive.
I mean, if you saw this garage when we first moved in, it was tragic. It was like filled. You could barely walk through it. But now he's a good organizer. When he gets his mindset, he is the best. Put away things, organize. I guess he sold stuff. He threw away a ton of stuff. I don't know, but he's the go-to person to spring clean. I am not. I will just throw everything away and be like, oopsie. Do we actually need it? And then
I mean, it's done.
It's already done. Or I'll sell it if I can try. But usually I'm just like, who wants it? Someone come get it. But if we don't use it, I'm going to be over it. But
yeah,
I'm the worst with clothes and laundry, which we've talked about way back in the day. And that's a really hard one for me to stay organized with.
Yeah.
It's really hard. I finally got my first dresser and I don't even know how many years.
Really?
Literally, I've been living off of putting it in, I don't even know what. Well, the old house we lived at, she let me use her dresser. But before that, I don't even know what I was using for a dresser. I think I was using a shoe rack.
Yeah.
Literally. I was just like putting clothes on shoe racks or
keeping
keeping
it. Draping them on?
No, folding it.
Just
and then
folding it and
because
just putting
our
on the
shoe
little...
rack had a really thin fabric that could hang if you needed to put the shoe or the heel over or something.
Got it.
But I just put shit in there and then laundry baskets, hence why we have 17 of them. And I like hang some dresses that are too long or coats that I very rarely wear.
Yeah.
But keeping clothes organized is really hard for me.
Yeah. I feel like it's such a challenge because seasons, we don't have crazy seasons here, but
they're drastic enough though.
Between seasons and then between being a woman that is having babies or just being a woman that's body fluctuates constantly every year, you never know kind of thing.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the most challenging thing because I'll have a set of clothes that I really love. I'm wearing these all the time. And then my body will change and then I'll stop wearing some things and I'll start wearing other things. And then it's, do we get rid of these? Do we keep these? It's such a difficult situation.
It is.
Now, there was a time where I watched that Marie Kondo where it's organizing, does this item spark joy in your life or whatever? I didn't follow a lot of that, but she did have a really great folding method where she, instead of stacking your shirts vertically, she would do them like files for t-shirts and things like that. And she makes them really small. And that technique I found was extremely helpful because it was a lot easier to see where like certain things actually are and then to understand, oh, that's where that shirt's at. Things don't get lost because I can't tell you how many times I've had a stack of shirts in a bin and I'm like, I can't find that shirt. I don't know where it's at. And it's literally just got shoved to the back of the bin underneath all of the things and you can't find it. Yeah. So that's one of my top for drawers and stuff. I love when I actually do it and take the time to fold them in the nice little squares and then do it like file wise. Yeah. It works really good for shorts too because I wear so many shorts in the summertime and that really helped with shorts because sometimes they get stacked up and it all just looks the same and you have no idea what you're looking for.
Yeah, or you just wear like the same two that are on top because you don't want to go through the pile.
I know. Well, and then recently, another thing that I always struggle with organizing is swimsuits because...
Mine's a mess.
Well, I wear bikinis and it's annoying because sometimes I'll be looking for one and I'll find one half and then I'm like, where's the other half? And I have a lot of similar colors. There's a lot of pink in there. And sometimes I'll just be pulling things out. I'm like, that's it. And then it's not, it's just the same color. So the other day I was trying to think, what is the best way to organize this? And I can't remember if I saw it in a video and then I went searching for something she had and then I came up with my own idea. I can't remember where I ended up at this, but I found these little clear plastic reusable zip bags, but like sturdier ones than they're not Ziplocs.
Yeah.
Some of those on Amazon and I ordered those and got a ton of them for $18 or something, like 30 bags.
That's great.
It was super cheap. But then I was like, I could do it Marie Kondo style in a bin. While I was looking for those, I came across this other thing that's like a tiered hanger to where there's 2 different columns and then it's tiered all the way down and it's little clips. So you can just clip the bags into the thing. So what I can do, I ordered it. It showed up. I have yet to put one swimsuit in a bag. I've been busy, guys. But the plan is to put the swimsuits in the bags and then clip them all up, and then I'll be able to see them and they'll be together.
Yes.
And then I thought this will be nice if I like to keep swimsuits in my car if I'm ever driving by the beach. I'm like, ooh, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's something too that I could just pull one out and throw it in the car.
Yeah.
And then if I have to get back and close and go somewhere else, I can just take the wet swimsuit and put it in the bag and then take it in the house with me so it doesn't get lost in
Very
my car
smart.
or make things wet. So that's my swimsuit organizing plan,
Hack.
guys.
I also, when you were bringing that up, I was like, oh, I've seen something similar, but it hangs on the back of your doors, like your closet door or whatever. And it's big. It's like the size of the door. And then there's just clear pouches that are yay big, and you can put your swimsuits or whatever you want in those like little pouches that keep them separated. But that was a really good idea. And those, if you're wet, they keep them in that one area. You don't have to have a wet swimsuit stinking up your car.
Yep.
That's very smart. Love that idea. Back in the day, I used to, Ryan thinks I'm nuts. Now I don't do it very much because our bodies change so quickly, so fast. But I would literally get rid of all of my clothes. I'm not kidding you. I would donate all of them. And then I would usually go on Forever 21 or Amazon or something like that and order just staples. I'm like, okay, I just need 5 dresses, 5 shirts, 5 pair of shorts. And at the time I was living in Hawaii, so I never wore pants unless they were flowy or something.
Yeah.
A few pair of pants, some tank tops, and that's all I need. And literally that was my wardrobe. And I would do that every few years. I'd be like, okay, I'm over this. Just get rid of everything. Just buy a few things and just keep it very simple.
It's like a rotating capsule wardrobe. You get a new wardrobe every time and you just keep it simple and it all makes sense together.
It was great. And like they were all very simple, just cotton, plain colors, nothing crazy. And I would just mix and match everything. And it worked really, really well for me. And I mean, we had to do laundry, but we would hang our stuff and like hand wash it. And it was great because I didn't have that many clothes to do. So it wasn't that big of a hassle. So it was great.
That's awesome. I love that idea.
Yeah.
What about shoe storage? Do you have a lot of shoes? I have a lot of shoes.
I have a lot of shoes too, and Ryan hates it. That's my shoe storage right behind you.
Okay.
And it's aggressive because I really don't touch them a lot.
Yeah.
I only use the same ones because I don't do a lot other than like work and wear my sandals.
Yeah.
And that's about it, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like shoe storage, I'm a shelf girl because I like to be able to see the shoes that I have so I can find them better. But I have a few different ones. But I feel like my hardest thing is I have some boots and stuff that are taller. And I'm always looking for better ways to store them because I know some people will hang them. You have those clips that you can hang them. But I don't have that much closet hanging space. And I've seen people put pool noodles in them so they stay standing up, which I think is a smart idea. But then I don't feel like I have that much vertical space on the floor in my closet. I don't know. It sounds like I just need to get rid of some of my shoes.
And you can actually kind of see them. I lay them sideways in that because it hangs behind the door and it's a metal and then mesh. I just put them sideways, which it pretty much takes up one full space if they're long boots. Yeah. But my other ones can...
Because I feel like a lot of my long boots, I'll keep them in their boxes, like underneath my bed. But I'm running out of space under there. So.
Yeah, you're like, we need another bed.
I totally bought another pair of sparkly shoes the other day that are knee-high cowboy boots that are fully silver rhinestone. And they are...
Oh my God, how fun.
They're those shoes that look like they have lights on inside of them. They're so brightly sparkly that you just like any movement is like...
Are you going to that Anne Klein show?
I am.
Are you going to wear them?
I am very tempted to.
You should.
I was like, what can I put with this to not look too crazy? And then I was like, honestly, I could probably pull these off with that crazy disco ball dress that I have. And just show up like, we love you guys.
Just straight up the
just
disco ball?
Like, just hard. Like, why are we trying to downplay ourselves here? It'll be fun.
You need to walk in and be like, did someone order the disco ball?
I know. She would love it. Her and Street would love it all day. They'd be like, oh my gosh, this is so fun.
It's so great.
So, yeah, I'm very tempted to wear those.
I think you should.
But
other than that, we also have a shitload of seasonal decor.
Okay.
And there is no rhyme to our reason of how we store it. It's literally in bags, in bins, in buckets, and I'm pretty sure he just threw it all in the attic. Halloween is in one area, Christmas is in another. I do have some random Thanksgiving stuff, but yeah, there's absolutely no rhyme to that reason.
Yeah. I feel like the hardest thing about seasonal decor is there's some really weird shaped things.
Yes.
Like
Wreaths.
Let's Go Christmas, wreaths, weird shaped Santas, trees,
Reindeer.
like all these things that are wonky shapes, and sometimes things compress and sometimes things don't. Like, I don't even know. And we put all of our Christmas decor in our attic too, but the part that we put in has the beams that come in angled. So I want to be organized and just have a lot of plastic bins. I'll like, tick, 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 tick. It gets gradually less space the higher you stack them. So you can't even just stack them in nice, neat rows. So then it's like,
Yes, all kinds of crazy
it's
up
like
there.
Tetris it up there. And then I'm like laying longer things like along the tops of the beams that are all like, it's so ridiculous. There's also no flooring up there. It's just beams, and a few years ago, I realized there was a couple boxes of old flooring extra from when they laid it before we even lived there. And I took all of that flooring and I laid it down across where we put all the stuff. So it kind of gets enough stability to help balance the weight of the Christmas stuff. But you probably shouldn't be walking across it. It works really good.
Then that's great.
I'm like, who needs to screw anything down? That's unnecessary.
No, don't give us power tools.
Yeah, I could do it, but whenever I go to put stuff away in the attic, I feel like it's so hot up there.
Oh God, it's terrible.
And I'm like, I want to get this done so fast. I want to be so done with this like immediately that I'm like, I'm not taking power tools. I'm not tracking down the drill and finding the screws.
Yeah. I forgot. Ryan said he was in an attic this past week, and I can't remember what was wrong with it. Maybe there was no ventilation or there was something that wasn't a normal attic, and he said it was like 140 degrees. I was like, oh my gosh, you need to be really okay if you're up there. Drink a lot of water. He's like, Kendall, I was in and out. I took one photo, and I was like, this is bullshit. I'm out.
You need to get him one of those little neck fans.
Right.
It just wraps around.
And like
except for have to clip his beard up.
Oh yeah, that thing would get sucked right in.
Oh my gosh, couldn't even. Or just imagine
that sound effect.
Imagine he has it in a little side pony bun so it stays out of the fan. And the people there are like, what is this guy doing?
Oh my God. He's like, hold on, do you have a ponytail or like a hairband I can borrow?
Let me put my pony in before I turn my neck fan on so I don't die in your attic.
And they look at him, they're like, for what? Because he's bald.
What? Oh, we just make them like a hat fan. I feel like I've seen those too.
Oh,
where
yeah,
it's
they
like
clip
a little hat and then the fan's like shooting down on your head.
Oh, that's even better.
Shoot, I might be wearing one of those soon.
I know, because summer's going to be a hellhole.
Yeah, that's
I was thinking
idea.
like the one that clips on like the front of the bill.
Oh, that's smart. He could probably just get that one that you guys used to put on Mav's stroller that has little three arms and just to his head. And then just rotate it down.
That's so funny. Or he can wrap it around his neck and it could just be right
on
here.
The side.
Yeah.
Or like a parrot on his shoulder.
That's so funny. How many fans can we think of?
We have a lot. We're so creative, guys. I love that.
I will say the only organized place in this house, other than the kitchen, because the cabinets are organized, is Maverick's room.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. And even then it's like, is it? But I guess it is because his clothes are always neatly put away, thanks to Ryan.
Yeah.
And his toys are usually in bins. And then all his stuffed animals are always on his bed. But yeah, that's the only organized.
I wish we could put more things in bins, to be honest.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like,
I love bins.
I wish in my kitchen I could just have a bin that I could throw all my pan lids in. I have one of those little stands to organize them.
Yeah, so do we.
They always just get so wonky and weird. Maybe my kids aren't putting stuff away correctly. It's probably the problem.
And it's glass, so it's like if you put it in a bin, you just got to be like gentle.
Yeah.
That's the issue.
It's hard. One of my favorite organizing things that I've done in my kitchen is I have like a little coffee cart with our toaster. And then underneath it has all of our big appliances like our air fryer and our crock pot and things like that. And it makes it really nice because we use those items very regularly, but it's nice not having to drag them out of a cupboard or dig them out of the depths of somewhere. But it's not the most beautiful thing in the kitchen, but I don't really care. But then where the coffee is, it's nice because I have my little milk frothers and I have all my little teas or creamers or my French press and my little teapot. Everything is right there and it's so nice and accessible. I have a little tray where a lot of stuff is contained in, and it definitely makes it nice just to have everything right there.
And it's off of your counter, because that's our issue. I hate anything on our counter.
Yeah.
But Ryan insists that the air fryer needs to be on the counter. The coffee machine that we don't use is on the counter. The toaster, the blender, everything. He's like, because when we moved here, like, there's decent amount of counter space. He's like, oh, everything's going on the counter. And I'm like, ah! But
like, no.
That would be really nice to have a spot for it. But yeah, we don't.
Yeah. I like the idea of it being on the counter because the more accessible things is, you're less likely to be like, oh, never mind, we'll just eat a cheeseburger. You know what I mean?
Right, like it's easier
oh,
to
we have
use.
to get the blender out. Never mind, we're going to skip the smoothie and just eat some chips. Sometimes you have to make health more convenient or you'll just make bad decisions.
I love it. But hey, it is what it is. What are you cooking this week? Or what do you plan on cooking, or what did you cook?
Well, currently there is the biggest pork shoulder roast I think I've ever purchased in my crock pot right now.
Really?
It is so big. I might have maxed out the capacity on the...
Oh my God.
I don't know how many pounds it was. It was a huge piece of meat, but it was on sale. It was like $1.99 a pound or something. And it was clearly a lot of pounds. It was so much meat. But I just seasoned it with liquid smoke and some salt. I think I might have thrown in like some Worcestershire or some. I was just like, I don't care. Let's just give it some flavor. But what my plan is to shred it all up, and then I'm going to probably turn it into some tacos. Maybe try and turn one into our Cafe Rio salads we like to make. That's a sweet pork. I just have to make a little extra sauce for that. And then maybe do some quesadillas or maybe do some green chili pork soup. And then worst case scenario, I just portion it out and put it in freezer bags and have it for another time.
Wow, that's a lot of meat.
It is a lot of meat. It's a lot. Honestly, it's probably 6 pounds or more.
That's like a baby.
It is. We're not having baby for dinner. Sounds
the
sketchy.
Baby's in the crock pot.
That sounds sketchy. I put it in there last night and I checked it on it this morning. It's already been in there for 14 hours. And I checked it this morning.
That's a long ass time.
It's still only like halfway cooked.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I put it in for another 20. I just was like, dink, let's keep going.
You're like, sorry guys, dinner's not ready just yet.
Yeah, so.
Day 2, dinner's still not ready.
Dinner's still not ready. I'm glad I put it in last night because I was like, oh, shoot.
That's funny.
So I just need stuff like, when it starts to get hot outside, I don't want to cook at all. Like, I don't want to.
Turning the stove on gets hot. The oven gets hot.
Yeah, and I've been working a lot more, or just, I don't know, the hours I've worked are different. And so I get home and I just don't want to do anything. I just want to relax and put my feet up. Not that my job's super hard. It's just.
But work is hard.
You just have to I just want to do nothing.
I don't blame you.
Sometimes I just want to do
Your
nothing.
social meter's done after work. Your legs are done.
Yeah.
Everything's done. Your brain, turn it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
So what about you? What are you cooking?
I have not been cooking at all. I have been living off of fruit and smoothies.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Literally, because I am like so overheated. I'm so hot. And same, I don't want to cook. I don't even have the energy to cook, actually.
Yeah.
I've been living off of different types of smoothies. Every day it's been something different. We're also trying to put some weight on Mav because we took him and he got his height and weight done. And they were like, he's literally not even a pound away from being considered underweight. And I was like, ugh.
He's fine.
I know. And I was like, gosh, that's a horrible
He's
thing to hear as a
fine.
parent, but whatever. They're like, yeah, add more butter, add more cheese, add more milk. I'm like, nothing that I buy.
I know. Add more non-vegan ingredients to his diet.
I was like, oh, okay. So we've been making a ton of smoothies for him too because he loves smoothies. So we've
Just
been putting
throwing some dollops of coconut oil in there or something.
anything I can think of. I bought like whole milk yogurt, which he doesn't like yogurt, but in a smoothie he has no idea.
Yeah.
Same with milk. We've been putting milk and yogurt.
They do have that 10%, I think it's 10% fat Greek yogurt. It's like a high percentage of fat. And that stuff is freaking delicious.
Is it?
And in a smoothie, I bet it would be even better in a smoothie.
Yeah, I put like a Greek coconut yogurt in my smoothie, which is, it takes it to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
So maybe that would take his to another level. But I've been making a lot of smoothies because that's one thing I know. It's like a given. He will drink and eat. But it's usually like frozen mango, bananas, vanilla protein powder, my Greek coconut yogurt, chia seeds. I use maca powder sometimes. Sometimes if we share a smoothie, I won't put it in his because he needs no more extra energy or anything like that. There's this tropical blend that I get at Publix and it's so good. It's like there's 4 smoothie bags in one. So you can grab the whole bag and just dump it in. It's so nice. Yeah, there's mango, pineapple, dragon fruit, and I want to say banana, and I put extra bananas and all that other good stuff. And I either put soy milk. Recently, I put apple juice in one of them, and it was so good. It was delicious.
I bet you could do oat milk too, because oat milk has more calories and stuff in it. Like
it does.
For Mav, you could do oat milk instead.
I either do oat or the soy milk. Just the soy milk has more protein, so we've been trying to do that too. But the other day, I also did peanut butter, banana, lots of frozen banana and fresh banana, and then chunky peanut butter, and then cacao or like cocoa pure chocolate powder, and then some milk, and that shit was so good.
Oh, I bet.
Oh my God. I sucked it down so fast. It was supposed to be for my drive to work, and I drank it before I even got in the car. And I was like, this is so good. But yes, I've been living off of that, peaches and cherries.
Well, it is peach season. Although I tried to buy some the other day and I was like, these feel like they're really, really not ready yet to be here.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to eat one like in the car kind of. And I was like, where's all the happy soft peaches?
Yeah. I got a bag of Georgia peaches and they were like $3 and they were so deep, like maroon. They were so pretty. And I got them last week and they're finally ready right now. I had one this morning. I'm going to have another one. It was so good.
I don't have patience with peaches. I want them now.
I know. And I like just let them sit on the counter. I'm just like waiting and waiting. And I checked this morning and I was like, oh, they're perfect.
Yes. I love peaches.
You can have one on your way home or to work.
I can?
Yes, because they're literally all ready and there's 8.
Oh my God. Yes, I will 100% take one.
They're so good. I have an aunt who doesn't like fuzzy fruit.
Oh.
Like she's like, if there's like fuzz on the outside, I just can't do it. I thought that was always so interesting. And I always think of her when I wash a peach.
Some peaches have definitely higher fuzz content than others. Some of them I remember being like, ugh, this is a lot. I can understand how some people would have a hard time with that.
Yeah.
For sure.
I always thought that was so funny.
I love it.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to cook anything anytime soon.
That's great. I love it. You're eating whole foods. It doesn't even matter.
I'm like, yes, I did go to the store yesterday and I did and I'm still not cooking, but I got stuff to make summer rolls and I'm going to be doing that today at some point.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yum.
But that's about it. And it's still not cooking, but I don't care.
It doesn't matter at all.
I'm assembling.
That's right. It all counts. It all counts as long as we're eating, guys. It doesn't really matter if we cooked it or not.
Yeah, totally.
I love it. Well, guys, let us know. How do you guys keep your stuff organized? Please help us out here. We are struggling.
Are you organized? Or are you like us?
Does it really matter? How much do we really care?
Not at all.
Clearly not enough to actually do it, but
it's so true. But yeah, if you guys have any really cool tips, tricks, anything like that for the lazy girl organizers, let us know.
I know, for real. And hopefully you have a beautiful, organized, non-cooking week.
Yes. Sounds damn good.
We'll see you next Tuesday.
Deuces.
Bye-bye. And that, party people, wraps up another delightful episode of Parties to Playdates.
We hope you're leaving with a smile, a story, and maybe a tip or two.
Remember, life's journey is better shared with a friend.
And we're so grateful to be part of yours.
If you enjoyed today's chat, don't forget to rate and subscribe to our show.
Your support keeps our community growing and our stories flowing. We want to hear from you. Please send us your thoughts, ideas, and questions to partiestoplaydates@gmail.com. You can also find us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Parties to Playdates.
Until next time, keep embracing the chaos and finding the joy.
Take care and stay connected, party people.
Bye for now, and don't forget to laugh a little extra today.
Bye.